Hey, you're back. Nice. Hi, Aries. I am back to do a reading for the collective Aries from now until the end of October. My name is Elsie. You have clicked on 10 of Cups Tarot. Everything you need to know is in the description below about this reading, and if you're interested in a private reading, the information is below as well. This is for the collective sign of Aries, and we are trying to find energies in and around you, Aries, to let you know how the rest of your month is going to be. I'm just going to call in some help, some big guns, because I can't do this myself. All right. Archangel Michael, gods and goddesses, angels and guides, holders of the pure white light, please bless me that this will be a good reading for the collective of Aries for the middle of October, or the time that they see this, until the 31st of October. Ooh. Got things jumping around already. We've got somebody single. We've got the 9 of Pentacles, almost at the 10. Thank you, Spirit, for the beautiful gift you're giving me to help others, and especially for the collective Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter from now until October 31st. All right, we'll cut you guys and let's get down to it. All right, Aries, first card's the strongest. Let's get to it. We start with the Knight of Swords. Is somebody watching you? Perhaps you're watching someone else. Just know that the energies can be back and forth. So the Knight of Swords is usually the knight that is a really good investigative journalist. That is the person who is, looking at your Facebook, looking at your Instagram, maybe has the ability to look through emails of yours, something like that. So they're looking for information about you. Perhaps trying to find out if you are single, what you're doing, are you going out on the weekends, are you having fun without them? That could very well be. Knight of Swords is the first one out. Knight of Swords can also be just someone who's willing to talk. So maybe someone is doing some investigating just to see if you're in a good enough mood or a good headspace to talk with them usually about love, about something important. Maybe they need to make a decision. Maybe they're looking at making a decision between you and someone else, because someone is waiting. The Two of Wands is someone who is at the fork in the road. Someone who is either wanting to go this way or that way. Are they going towards you or towards someone else? That might be why they're doing the investigation. It could be someone who is feels like they're stuck between two people and not really sure who they're going to pick. We've got Temperance. Temperance is encouraging you. Temperance being a major arcana card, this is something you cannot change. Temperance is always encouraging you to be balanced, to be kind to yourself and to be kind to others. The balance that comes with temperance, if you know the term tempered glass, it's like you don't break. You may crack a little, but you don't break. So it's sort of keeping your crap together kind of thing, regardless of what's going on in this really hard decision that you're trying to make with the person that you may be watching, or the person that's watching you. Maybe it's the Queen of Wands you're watching. Now, just remember that it's energy, right? So we're not going to get hung up on the genders of the cards, right? So this is the Queen of Passion. She's a very passionate queen. She does everything she needs to do in the kingdom, but she does it passionately, and she's very balanced. She is also the very passion, if you know what I mean. She's very much into passion in all things that she does. she is a fire sign, by the way. So if you are looking for someone who is a good match as a fire sign, that's you know, someone who is as fiery as you are, Aries. The Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands, I usually feel is, I feel it as someone who is maybe a little bit defensive, someone who feels like they have to defend their choices, someone who feels like they have to defend themselves against others. So you can see the depiction. She's standing on the top of, looks like the top of a building, and there are, you know, these things poking up at her. So she is defending herself. She could be defending something that's precious within the building. She could be defending her heart. Maybe she just doesn't want to get hurt, she or he. So yeah, this is being a little bit defensive. Maybe it's family and friends who are not happy with the choices that you've made about the Queen of Wands. Perhaps you've made your choice between two, and it's not the popular choice within your family or friends. That might be a reason where you might find yourself atop a hill trying to defend your choices, defend your thoughts, that kind of thing. Defending yourself from, you know, people in your family. Sometimes friends can put you on the defense as well. And just be aware that when people make choices, like when people get in your ear and tell you not to make the choices that you want to make, Aries, that they are making decisions based on their own fears. So if they are telling you that your decisions aren't good, please don't listen. Listen to your gut. Your gut is going to tell you something that's right for you, and is not going to be based on someone else's fears. And then there's the King of Wands. And guess what? We have a soulmate connection here, because we have a King and a Queen of Wands here. So these two in partnership are passionate. They are passionate. They're very strong, very smart, and they could bonk heads, just saying, because the passion is that strong. Passion in all things that we do. The king rules the castle. He rules the kingdom. She is by his side doing the same thing. She's taking care of people, and she's passionate in doing that, and doing the things that she needs to do with her king to run the kingdom. Now the King of Wands has come up, Aries. The King of Wands has come up under the investigative card. So whoever's been watching, perhaps it is the King of Wands. Maybe it's you, Aries, that's watching the other person. Maybe that's why you're trying to make a decision between two. More wands, more fire, more heat. Well, wands are actually action, so that's good too. It's always good when you have a Knight of Wands who's coming in as action, right? Action was just passion. So the thing about the Knight of Wands is that the Knight of Wands absolutely can come in and stay, but the Knight of Wands is usually not there to stay. The Knight of Wands is usually there passionately to have a good time, and not for a long time, and then is gone again. So this is a really quick moving knight, but they can be gone as quickly as they arrive. Now, it might have something to do with who you're looking at, Aries. So perhaps the two people that you are, or the two people, or the two groups, or the two jobs, maybe they're very different. I would say that it's people that we're dealing in here. Maybe those two people are very different. Maybe one's very passive and one's very passionate. Maybe one's very action oriented and one is very sedentary. So it seems like, you know, the passionate one is the one that is coming up under the Two of Wands in the action of picking something. So I guess we'll see. Temperance, coming up under the Temperance is the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is saying that maybe you're just a little, what's the word? You are not really impressed by the things that are going on in your life right now. You could be a little bit bored. You also could be so bored that you're missing an opportunity. So you can see the Three Cups here. One is half full. There's been some drinking going on, but you know what? No one's looking at the cup up there. Just looking at the things that perhaps are over, the things that are done, the things that are left out of whatever this was. If it was a relationship or a job, perhaps you're at the end. But if you don't continue to move around and look for whatever it is that your heart desires, you're going to miss that opportunity. So keep your head up. Keep looking around. Be very sharp, because you could miss an opportunity for temperance. You could also miss the opportunity to pick the right person. All right, coming up under the Queen of Wands. You know what? As I'm looking here, I think that, Aries, you have been watching someone online, maybe, you know, whatever social media they tend to be focused on. And yeah, it seems like you're trying to find your balance so you can go into the Queen of Swords. You can go into your soulmate. You're trying to find the balance to do that. And I think you feel that the Queen of Swords is going to be defensive with you as well. So as well as you having to defend your choices and actions, I do believe that the Queen of Swords, you feel as though you're trying to get prepared, because you feel as though your Queen Queen of Wands, that your Queen of Wands is going to be defensive with you. You just want to go in for passion, though. You're passionate about your queen and your soulmate, and you want to go into that soulmate. Don't miss the opportunity. That's what it's saying here. Do not miss the opportunity to do so. Coming up under the Queen of Wands. There it is. You two are in love. So coming up right under the Queen of Wands, you guys are a match set. You're a match set, and you're in love with her or him. The two of you are in love, and I think you're scared to take your apology or your story or whatever it is that you need to say to your soulmate. I think you're scared to do that. It could be for one of two reasons. You think that she might be upset, because she can be very passionate, and when she gets very passionate, she can get, you know, a little unruly. But I think that's what you may like about her or him. And I think you're scared that you're going to fall in love like that. If there happens to be anyone else in the story, I can understand why. I don't see anything else here right now, but I think that you're scared. This is hiding behind fear. So I think that you're scared that you're going to fall in love with her immediately. Or perhaps you already are in love with her, and so that's why you're staying away. And that would make complete sense too, if there is someone else in the picture. And then we have the Nine of Wands. You've been through it, Aries. You have been through it. And that's coming up under, you poor thing, it's coming up under your card of defense. So you've been defending yourself for a while, I feel. Your thoughts, your actions. Yeah, I feel as though that even though you are in love, that you're just too exhausted emotionally to approach your Queen of Wands and tell her what's been going on. The High Priestess. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. She is the most intuitive in the deck. She is the person who will give advice, and she will be the person, you know, that's on your side. So the High Priestess is the second card in the major arcana, the first being the Magician, the second person that the Fool will visit in order to get more information about how they can carry on in life and the things that they can get, the things that they can acquire in order to be able to carry on with life. They're going to get from the High Priestess, because she is so intuitive. The High Priestess is usually someone who has or who is the Queen of Wands. She's the Queen of Air. She is the Queen of Swords. Sorry, not the Queen of Air, but the Queen of Swords. She is the Queen of Cups, and she is she's the Queen of Pentacles as well. So she has all of those, and she's really a good person to get advice from. She's going to tell you that this is the person that is your person. The person that is your person is your Queen of Wands. You are a passionate king, and you need a passionate queen, someone who's strong and can stand in on their own 2 feet, and who doesn't really need you but wants you. This is what the High Priestess is going to tell you. You need to walk in there and tell her what's going on, or him. Got one popped out here because that's your wish. Your wishes will come true if you're just honest with yourself and you're honest with her or him, your partner, whoever you think your soulmate is, that person, when you're going into them, if you're going to be honest with them, I have a feeling that things are going to turn out really well, because this card showing up, this Ace of Cups showing up behind or beneath the Queen of Wands, she's in love with you as well. So this is your time to make your wish come true. We are going into Mercury retrograde, and if you have any Scorpio in you or there's Scorpio in her, this would be the time. You know, Scorpio or the Mercury is going to be in Scorpio, and it's going to be in retrograde. And you know what that does? Shakes things up. That's unfinished business. So whether or not you want to finish the business, the universe is telling you you're going to be finishing the business. So whether it's an apology and a see you later, or if you're going in to tell that person that you really can't live without them, now would be the time. And in fact, I would say that this would be the time that you're not going to be able to control that. It's just time, and so says the universe. The devil is here, and the devil comes up again, fear. The devil is the fear that we hide behind, all of us. All of us have a fear wall. We all hide behind that fear. And that can also mean the king of passion. It can also mean the queen of passion. It can mean any sign, any one. We all stand behind some sort of fear in our lives. This can also be addiction, though. This can be feeling as though you're going to fail. So this is coming up right after your wishes come true, because really the devil doesn't want you to have what you need. So you know what? Whenever there's something coming up that's really, really good, there's always going to be opposition, and that is healthy. But you know what? It's okay to feel the fear. It is okay to be scared. Be scared, feel those feelings, walk through it anyway. I can see why you're defensive now, because you're exhausted, and you've been having to defend yourself against whomever is against you. And then the devil appears, and you are so ready to have your happiness, your 10 of Cups. You're so happy to have your 9 of Cups, your 10 of Cups. It's time. How long are you going to wait? How long are you going to wait? It's time to make a decision, and I feel like it's right here. I don't even think you need to take off that blindfold to know who and what you want, who you want to be with and what you want to do. You know, she's walking a very thin line. But the thing is, you know, she's doing it out of choice. Like, she can drop those swords and take off the blindfold and do the things that she wants to do. She has, you know, she has the moon above her head there. So her path is lit behind her, if you can see that. Her path is also lit in front of her. So really, this is her choice. She is towing the line because it's her choice to be stuck. Because when you're stuck, you don't have to make a decision, and then you don't have to feel the consequences and the impact on your life. It's the truth. I'm sorry, I'm the truth teller. It's the truth. And it's the truth as I see it, and the truth as the cards see it. So I would say that it's time to drop those swords and do what you're going to do. Because the cards are also saying that you could miss this opportunity. And if you do, and this person is your soulmate, I don't know that you'll ever get that opportunity again. Because you two are in love. It's the second confirmation. You came up with a match set that the wands, the King, Queen of Wands, and it shows right here that the two of you are in love. That's what it is. It's a 2 of Cups moment. All of these cards here indicate that there is nothing but kindness and love between the two of you. So if you were planning, Aries, to go into someone, to move forward, to approach your queen, it would be now. It's nicer to make the choice to do it rather than the universe pushing it on you. But just make sure that you're really well rested. You've been exhausted. I can see by here that you've been through something. You have been through it, Aries. And I'm not exactly sure what that is, but that comes up under being defensive and being exhausted. And this is telling you to take care of yourself. Eat right, sleep right, go away for a weekend. Just you somewhere in a cottage, in a hotel room where no one is going to be able to get to you. Shut your phone off and just be by yourself. Recharge and regenerate. Three more cards left in the spread. All right. Oh, there we go. More fear. You can't see everything, right? You don't know what the end result is going to be. And I know Aries is the person who goes from point A to point B and gets the job done. But when you can't see into the future, when you can't see what it's going to be like, then here comes the fear. So everything's not illuminated here, right? You can't really see but for the light of the moon. So you can keep on that path and hope that it works. How many times have you followed yourself blind faith, right? How many times have you walked into blind faith or taken a leap of faith and it's worked out just fine? You have, you know how to use your gut. You are intuitive, and it is time to make a decision based on how you feel, not based on the wants and the needs or the fears of anyone else. So there's not a lot of clarity here. Things can look bigger than they are. That thing that's on the rearview mirror, and things are smaller than they actually are in real life. Well, this could be, you could be looking at things that you could be overthinking. I think that's what this is. Overthinking because you can't see the path. But perhaps Spirit is telling you that this is the time that you have to have some faith. It's time to have some faith so you can have some happiness. Your Ten of Cups. Your apex happiness. I'm sure whatever you're doing, wherever you are, you're happy, but your apex happiness, that's like, happy life, happy wife, happy girlfriend, happy partner, children, house, whatever you want. It's happiness. And be strong. It's going to be hard. And this person may be a little annoyed with you when you come in, but be strong. Be strong leaving where you're leaving. Be strong in your ending. Be strong in your beginning. I'm only saying that because we're getting to the end of the reading, and I feel like that you need some strength to drag yourself over the finish line. Aww. Six of Cups. It's your soulmate. Now we've got a third confirmation of love. So the Six of Cups is someone from your past. It's unfinished business. Just like Mercury retrograde. So if you have any Scorpio in your chart, this is going to be tough on you. And you're going to have to finish up the things that you started. So this is the Six of Cups, which is the soulmate card. And so we have a couple of soulmates here. We have the Ten of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups, we have the Love card, and now we have the soulmate card. And that's how the reading is finishing up. Since we're into love, I got some new cards. New cards. Jeez. I said to my friend, my best friend, one of my best friends, I said, I got some new cards. And he said, 600? Is that the 600th deck of cards you have? I said, no, it's 500. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, so these ones are called the Power of Love, and they're just love messages. So just sort of ties in. I'm using them here because it ties in this reading is all about love. Like, this is soulmate love. This is the kind of love you don't want to miss out in a lifetime, Aries. Spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely, lovingly embrace new situations. It is time. It is time right now, Aries. It is time to lovingly embrace new situations. And spontaneity means doing it like, sitting at home watching TV, feet up, reading the paper, half watching TV. That's it. I'm going to get her. I can't deal with this anymore. I have to go get her, or I have to go get him. I have to tell him how I feel because I'm never going to get the chance again. Do it now. Live in the now. You need to do that. So spontaneity, do it now. And lovingly embrace new situations. One more, because it's so good. Hang on a sec here. Look at these. Aren't they beautiful? I just love them. I saw someone else use them. I'm like, I had to look them up and find out what they were because they're gorgeous. And I just love that they're about love. All right. Next one is commitment. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. Commitment. That's what you want. You want commitment. You may have commitment right now, but you know it's not with your soulmate. Go get him. Go get her. Go get that partner. It's time to do it now. I'm just going to ask then just one more question. We're going to ask with the same deck. We're just going to ask Spirit that, because you know you have the ability to change anything in this reading, right? Anything that is not major arcana, you have choices to make and you have agency. You can change anything in this reading that you don't like. But I'm just going to ask Spirit anyway. Spirit, if everything in this reading stays as is, what will be the outcome, please? What will be the outcome of this reading? It will be self-mastery. Be one more thing that you've mastered about yourself. Maybe you've been working too much and it's time to stop doing that and time to start paying attention to yourself. And the Six of Pentacles. You're going to get reciprocity. That's how things are going to end up if you continue to go. And then you're going to have to move because, you know, the Six of Swords says you're going off to where things are calmer, kinder, the energy is better, and maybe it's time to move closer to the person that you are seeking. Even if that means closer to yourself. This could be all about self-mastery, right? This could be all about being kinder to yourself. It could. It could be all about the reciprocity that you owe yourself, rather than someone else. This could all be about you. Maybe it's time for you to be kinder and wiser and more lovely to yourself. And when you do that, these things come to you. Those things. Love, right? Aries, what a beautiful reading. Oh my gosh. There's no clearer reading that I've done in the last few days, I'm telling you. So Aries, thank you very much. This is your reading until the end of the month. I put dates on them just in order to keep everything organized, but just know that energy flows, and that this can happen anywhere from now until, there could be something like in online here that I read, months behind that might apply to today. So go take a look at the other ones as well. And that's it for now. And I will see you at the beginning of next month. Oh, actually, I'll see you for Sunday wisdom, right? We're going to start off the weekly wisdoms, right? So that's it. And I hope you're having a great evening. Thank you. Bye.